This is the first in a series of videos on this toy crane I developed for my nieces and nephews. The videos will go through problems that were encountered in this project and how the design of certain components, building blocks, helped overcome those. The first problem for the crane was how to control the twine, the string, in order to lift things. As can be seen here, if the direction of a string cannot be controlled or changed, it is impossible to lift an object higher than where the input force is located. A simple solution would be to just wrap the string around a pivot point. However, due to friction, this would cause wear and tear on the string. A better solution would be to use a pulley. And the design and construction of a modular and adaptable pulley is what this video will be about. This toy crane has pulleys in 5 different locations, fulfilling different roles, such as here, where they act as a tensioning mechanism. Every time a pulley solves a problem, it does so by changing the direction of the string, like here where it's by a few degrees, or here where it's 180 degrees.
So I'm really proud of this pulley design because it's very simple and it's expandable or stackable. Here we have a pulley with 1 wheel, 2, and you can keep expanding up as many wheels as would be needed for the toy project. Here is 5. And this is done with very simple parts. There's a sidewall that can accept a threaded bolt, or bolt, they're always threaded. There's also a sidewall that the bolt can just slide through. It's a very simple hook. And then there's these offsets that, like the sidewalls, are either threaded to accept a bolt or can allow the bolt to pass through. And lastly, there's just a simple green wheel that will rotate quite smoothly. Anyway, let's build a couple of them.
As a novice video maker, I beg your patience and apologize for my fingers constantly getting in the way. Here the sides of the pulleys are being assembled, where 1/2-inch bolts are threaded into these blue pieces that I'll refer to as offsets. These blue pieces keep the yellow sides 1/2-inch away from each other or apart, allowing for the green pulley wheel to rotate freely. Here's the completed single-wheeled pulley. Here I'm about to assemble a double-wheeled pulley. There was a flaw initially in the design where it was impossible to construct a pulley that had an even number of wheels. And this was because I was only using these yellow sidewalls that are 1/4 inch thick to act as the spacing in between the pulley wheels. This would make it impossible to hang the hook on the midline of the pulley. To overcome this, I designed a 1/2-inch red sidewall that has threaded inserts you can see here in the middle. With the couple extra links added, it is now possible to hang the hook from the midline. There's just a slight inconvenience of the entire pulley being lengthened. Speaking for myself, I absolutely find it tougher to assemble things properly on camera. But in this go around, I was feeling pretty good about myself up until right about here, where I realized I had not got myself enough of the green wheels. But thanks to a quick edit, we're back on pace. The last pulley that I will be assembling is a 5-inch monster. Here I'm just finishing up the last of 4 2-inch bolts that needed to be threaded into the sidewalls. Conscious that my facial expressions do a better job of communicating than my play-by-play, I will leave it to them to educate you for the remainder of this assembly. In this entire video, I have not talked about the main thing that comes up when discussing pulleys, and that is mechanical advantage. Because the problem we were trying to solve was changing the direction of the twine, the string, to be able to control things. I'll be making another video soon about mechanical advantage, and in that I'll be testing the pulleys to see where they fail. So we'll cover that then. This brings up the general disclaimer that I am no engineer. I have no experience designing. This toy could potentially be very dangerous if misused, and if made at home, please use all due precaution. But until next time, which will be figuring out how to make the crane turn and not fall over, I wish you the very best. Take care.